Excellent connection. Oh my. Excellent. If it's so excellent, why is there nobody in here? Oh, I love the notice that I get when I go live. Hey, you're now live on your channel. I get a notice. Nobody else gets a notice that I'm going live. Nobody gets a notice that I'm live, but I get a notice, which is really important because I need to know when I'm going live or when I have gone live. That's a good thing to know. It's good to know. That way I'm paying attention. So if I'm not paying attention to the camera or the chat, I'm always paying attention to my email, right? Sounds like I'm bitching? Does it sound like I'm bitching? See if I got a notice. Oh, wow, no notice. How will I know? How will I know if I'm live or not? Yeah, that's the other thing. Ooh, it's live. 11 people watching. Welcome to the virtual campfire once again. Pull up a chair and we'll talk about my leg because that's really all we talk about on this channel anymore. Once upon a time, I talked about motorcycles and riding and camping, adventures. But now, since I can't really do any of that, I get to talk about my leg and you get to endure it. Maybe there'll be something interesting in the conversation here, the one-way conversation that we're having mostly. But I would like to have a two-way. So the only way to do that is to chime in and go, "Hey man, what's up? What's up with your leg? Why are you making another live stream about your leg, dude?" Hopefully, I'll answer all those questions this stream too. Give it 2 or 3 more minutes since a lot of people are in here already. Give it 2 or 3 more minutes and we'll roll into it. But I just want to welcome everybody to the virtual campfire. I don't know. Y'all think this is a decent idea? I just love the idea of hanging out with my boys at a campfire. And when I can't be hanging out with my boys at a campfire, hanging out with my boys virtually through a campfire. I don't know. Maybe it gives them a. Do y'all hear the crackling of the fire? Is that overwhelming, or is that just a nice background noise? If it's too loud, I'll turn it down because I can't hear it anyway. I have to turn everything down on my thing, or I'll get a loop. I get a feedback loop, and you'll get a feedback loop. You'll hear. It's terrifying once you hear it, and then it's like, I gotta turn something off. Something's too loud. Oh, let's see who else in here. Jeepster, what's up, man? Edmund, hello. Richard, back from his short camping trip this weekend. He got bored and he went home. I I wish I had the opportunity to get out there and camp and get bored and go home. Probably wouldn't go home, but broke down on my KTM 950. What the hell? Chase dirt bike? Waiting for AAA. Oh, wow. Any idea what it is? Let me tell you what it is. Won't run? KTM 950 won't run? It's going to be your fuel pump. uh, I'm laughing, man. I'm sorry. I hate to be broken down. I'm just, it's going to be one of those things where it's like, yeah, 950, 990, 950 fuel pump. All it said is you have a notice on YouTube, but it doesn't say who or why. Well, that sucks. YouTube could fix so many things that are wrong with its platform, but they would rather choose to fix what other people think and believe and what ideas they share to other people that are dangerous, that they call Well, they've got a whole lot of names for it, but it's whatever they deem dangerous. They well, they call it hate speech. They call it whatever. Yeah, I don't even want to go into the politics. It just seems like they've got a lot of other things that they should be working on to make this platform more perfect. And it's pretty close. Maybe that's why I bitch so much, because I love it so much. I love the opportunity to be able to post my videos for free. And if they're good enough, enough people watch them, they'll pay me a few shekels. And I like shekels. Shekels buy motorcycle tires and fuel, and I like it. I like it a lot. Ah, Luke, always at work. Of course you are. How's it going, Bob? Itchin? Matt's here. What's up, Matt? Matt? All the way up in Commie Land. Delbert Jean Woods. I'm here hanging with the giant sweet. The giant. Hanging with the giant, comma, sweet. I hate to force punctuation on people. It just makes more sense. Fifth thumbs up. Good evening, everyone. You lost it already, haven't you? I got a lot to talk about. It's probably still going to be a short conversation, but I lost it. Yeah, sure. I'm dopey as hell. Um, my full length boots. Good, Chase. I am really curious about what's wrong with your bike. And fuel pump is not simple. Those things are not easy to come by. You might take you 2 or 3 weeks to get one. That's gonna suck. I hope you're not off on an adventure. I hope you're close to home. Jeep camping, you can still camp. Yes. I've actually thought a lot about Jeep camping, but it's way out of my budget to buy a decent rock crawling Jeep. And rock crawling, it's a little bit, I just want to go the same places that I go on my motorcycle. That's really all I want to do. But I've actually given it some thought, and it would be nice. It would be nice to be able to haul a camper up the side of a mountain, even if I can't ride a motorcycle. Which I'm getting to that point. I would love to be camping into my 80s, man, and I'm not real confident about my ability to do that on a motorcycle anymore. So, uh, well, I'm here, man. Going to nap soon. Yeah, okay. Hey, mate, did you get our message? Uh, I'm not sure. If you sent it today, probably not. Nothing better than a campfire. One of the reasons I love moto camping. Yeah, man, this campfires are hard to beat. It's a what do you call it? Um, I think at least in men, campfires are really primal, and they're deeply embedded into our nature. And the people that don't get it are broken. I think the people that don't understand campfires and don't get something amazing, a really deep experience out of it, um, I think there's something broken, or they're out of touch with nature or something like that. Um, I'm trying to quote a movie that resonated with me, but I'll put it in a video. It's basically a guy, the hero of the movie that I was watching, that I've watched, I don't know, 12, 15 times. It's a terribly acted video. It's a movie shot on video, and it's got one good actor, actually a couple of actors, named actors that have had a career. But it's real low budget, but it's such a great, it came from a book, Man from Earth. Great movie, even though it's low budget. But he reflected a thing that I've been saying for years is every house. Let's see, my first house I did not have a fireplace because it was a low budget house. I had to get my first house any way I could, and had to. It was a foreclosure, it was a 2 bedroom, or was it a 3 bedroom? Yeah, it was a 3 bedroom, small 1,500 square foot 3 bedroom. Didn't have a fireplace, but every house since then had a fireplace, and that was kind of one of my prerequisites. I like having fireplaces, so Um, anyway, I'm trying to catch up on my on these chats here. Welcome everybody. Welcome everyone. If I don't catch your chat, rode today and got a flat. Plugged it and went to lunch. Fourth fuel pump. I'm going to break down and get the electronic mod. Yeah, I hear you, man. So, do you think it's a fuel pump again? Wouldn't surprise me. Newer viewer and have enjoyed being introduced to you through, though I regret it's because of an accident. Hey man, however you got here, I don't care. I welcome everybody. I am concerned about the people that have come here since the accident, because I got a lot of people that have no interest in motorcycles, or at least no interest in the motorcycle content that I produce. Maybe they're looking for something else. But I have a concern because I call it shedding. I have been shedding viewers. Um, every video I make that has any motorcycle content in it at all, if it has nothing to do with an accident, I'll lose 5, 10, 15 viewers. And that just tells me these people were here for the accident stuff, and maybe they're just here for the blood and gore, and now they're seeing it's coming to an end, and they're just going to bug out. It bothers me a little bit, but if you get something out of my stuff, great. If not, thanks for staying here the while you did. Camping trip without a campfire is like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches without any. That's good, man. I like that, Stanley. Rode my Hayabusa. I love that bike. Faster. The Busa's my baby. Just tuned in from Australia. Wishing you well with your recovery. Thanks, John. I remember your name. Wood smoke bothers my respiratory system. I have to sit up, wind, or else I have trouble breathing. Yeah, I've got asthma too, man. I don't stay downwind very much, and it's funny. You see, at least the guys I camp with, when the wind shifts, so do the chairs. Everybody picks up and moves. I don't know very many people that can sit downwind in a fire. Fuel pump sounds like it won't prime or something. Just runs. Huh. Well, I hate to say, but hell, I mean, you knew it. I hate to be right on situations like that, but sometimes folks need a head start. And if it was I've known guys with the bigger KTMs to carry an extra fuel pump with them. They want to go and they want to make it back home. They could change out the fuel pump. Just it's like, damn. I don't know. To me, that is a fatal flaw for me. If it's, and not just that, you've had 4 and they're all bad. So yeah, that to me sounds like some other manufacturers that maybe just don't want to admit to the flaw. That way they don't stumble into a lawsuit. They just go, well, I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't fix anything. We didn't revise anything. Here's your new fuel pump for, what, $500? Fellow rider here, so the wreck brought me here, but your attitude and other videos is what keeping me coming here, keeping me here. Well, thanks, Ramblin' Man. Those people that quit following you were just here for the stump stuff. Stump porn, free stump porn. Well, hey, I've got my OnlyFans channel now, so if y'all get bored, had a good day to ride in the Ozark. My girlfriend can't get away from the campfire smoke. Always seem to follow her. That's funny. I felt like that guy too. I felt like, oh man, this smoke's got it out for me. Well, so this is, let's see, got my leg on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 4 days I've had the leg, and I didn't walk yesterday at all because I got the freaking COVID. I brought the COVID home with me with the leg. So I was in denial Thursday. I had some stuff going on in the back of my throat. I was like, man, I just had a sinus infection. This is what it felt like. I was like, man. And sadly, I didn't get up and take. I've got some really strong levocetirizine dihydrochloride. This stuff works. Um, but I did not get up when I felt it going down the back of my throat that night. I didn't get up and hammer with that stuff. So all that crap got into my lungs, and woke up the next morning coughing. I was like, ah, crap. So I took a handful, just like 5 milligrams. This stuff works great. I think it might be prescription, at least that's how I get it. You can't get anything effective over the counter anymore because if it's effective, uh, it's got meth in it, and I think this probably has got meth or some kind of precursor for meth. Try going into to the try going into the pharmacy and getting a box of the actual meth. I can't remember what the hell they call it. It's basically uh, diet pills. It's the same shit. I can't remember the name of it, clinical name. But you used to be able to, 10 years ago, you used to be able to go in and go, hey, yeah, here's a box of this stuff. Let me have this. It's over the counter. And they started hiding it behind the counter because everybody's making meth with it. And they'll even quiz you. And I'm like, no. I mean, when you go in and sound like this, they'll sell it to you. But, you know, if you go in and you're like, they're not going to sell you any. I think it's kind of funny. It's like, it's a medicine, and you're making judgments on who gets to participate, and I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing. um, but yeah, so that was Thursday night. Friday morning, woke up, felt like shit, and I was in denial. And sorry, I'm dehydrated all the time, which is not really unusual, but Friday morning, got up, dosed up, hope for the best, put my leg on. The day before, when he gave me my leg, let me see if I can run some of that video in the background. So while we're talking about this, let's get rid of this. Anyway, so as he was, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm sorry. I should be able to do this better by now. Ah, there we go. How y'all like that? I like it. I like it a lot. Um, that's me at the clinic. That's Gerald, my prosthetist. He's actually sticking my leg on. And this was Thursday. And it wasn't a good fit at first. Um, because let me pull out some of this crap. I can't remember the names he has for these things because this is, where the hell's my leg? Somebody come up here and stole my leg. It's got to be directly behind me, otherwise. Yep. God. Oh. Ah. All right. So it's got this insert in here that wasn't quite jiving. It was rolling my skin up at the bottom of my stump and causing pain. And Donnie don't like pain. And so basically he took this, he put it on my leg and he's like, okay, well, screw it. Pulled it off. He's like, I'm going to go stretch this out, and gave me another liner to put on. So 2 liners to put on my legs so I could walk around while he was stretching this out. And check this bitch out. Check out that sporty looking grandpa shoe I got on there too, huh? I mean, y'all don't even know. Grandpa shoe. So anyway, he went and stretched it out, came back, and I'd been walking around this thing for I don't know, a good 20 minutes, and it was magic. Even though it wasn't a perfect fit, just walking around on two legs, even if one of them was fake. I mean, it was an interesting situation with that peg leg too, but the peg leg was so damn uncomfortable. All it did was allow me to get my hands off those freaking crutches that were killing my wrists and my armpits because I couldn't put all the pressure on my wrist. And I'm still using my crutches. Oh, Jesus, look at this. Mom saw me on a live stream, and guess what she does? She's got to call me. Let's see what Mom's got to say. Still using my crutches. He's looking at his phone. Yep. So we get to hear what Mom's impression is today. Since she calls me in the middle of a live stream, y'all get to hear Mom.
Take 2 of those legs, please.
They look pretty fast, don't they?
She put me up to call in. Yeah, you're looking good there, fella.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
And you're not drinking a beer. I'm proud.
Yeah, I have no desire to drink beer or eat food or.
Well, that's a good thing.
Well, I guess probably both are good things. I just don't know about the long-term effect of not eating. I think I could probably go a good month without it, though.
Well, I don't think you'll have to do that, but
you got an ounce or two you could give up. You were doing something through your phone?
No, No, I just thought it was funny that y'all called me and the live stream went out. So I thought I'd try to blame y'all. I thought it was really funny. It's like Mom's gonna call me and tell me to stop scratching my face, and I'm gonna get her saying that on live TV. So I've been giggling about that for about a year now. It's like, yeah, my mom tells me all the time, you need to stop scratching your face.
And if you looked at your phone at all, and you did, I said, there he is. He's looking. Oh my God, he's going to answer it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I always like talking to people on my live streams. I think this may have been the first phone conversation I have. Usually it's, I've got somebody on Zoom or Google Meet or something, some kind of video platform, and those work really well. But for me to say, oh, hey, Joe's calling in, nobody knows Joe. Who the hell is Joe? But, I feel like everybody probably knows my mom now. She's me without a beard.
Well, actually, I do have old ladies' hairs.
Do you?
Yeah.
So are you plucking them when you see them, or are you just letting them grow out?
No, I was plucking.
Every time she takes a shower, her hairs are coming out of her head.
I'm talking about I'm losing my hair too.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you were growing a beard or something.
Oh well, I do that too, but
no.
Well, I don't know what I was fixing to say, but I was just so happy to see you just drinking water.
Well, I'll try to make more water on the live streams. If I make any more live streams, I got the COVID, Mom. It's about to kill me.
Yeah, I know.
I think I was out of bed like 2 hours yesterday. It was awful.
Well, you're in a good place at least, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm still alive. I think the worst part is over with. I'm feeling like 30-40% now, so maybe I'll make it. But do you see me walking with my new leg?
Yes.
That's impressive, huh?
Yes.
I got that.
How are you doing?
Besides the COVID, really well. I wished I was able to walk. I don't even want to put my leg on because I'm afraid I'm gonna fall. Because I'm just dopey. I'm not. I don't feel good. Yeah, and I would rather enjoy it anyway. Just I kind of feel like I'm missing out on my hours. I'm supposed to add an hour of walking every day.
Uh-oh.
and I missed out on the last 2 days. So, and well, 3 days. Saturday I only walked about an hour because I didn't have the energy and I didn't have anywhere to go. But I'll try to make up for it tomorrow
Yeah.
and the
Well,
next day.
yeah, I tell Keith all the time, you got to listen to your body.
I'm trying to, except it's just screaming and crying and shitting in its pants. That's what it's doing. So listen to what? Huh? My body's having a fit. It's like a 3-year-old. It's like, no, I'm going to tell you what to do. Nah, I'm going to take my ball and go home.
What in the world? Lord have mercy. Some things just don't change, do they?
No.
Well, we're just doing just fine. We're getting all this produce from stuff he's planted. Of course, you know we're getting a lot of bananas, and we're getting
Yep. Hey mom.
fruit.
Hey mom, can we do the farm update later and let me finish my live stream?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Good luck.
Goodbye.
Bye. Love y'all. Bye. Oh, I was afraid she's going to start talking about all my relatives and oh, you know, so and so, she's back at it again, and oh, you know, oh Lord, going to air out the whole family's dirty laundry again. My mom's, I don't want to say she's senile, but she's got some approaching dementia, and she forgets things. I think she's doing great. Is beat up. She's much more beat up than I am. She's had heart problems forever. Anyway, back to my leg. Thursday, Friday. Friday was the first day I was like, oh yeah, this kind of sucks. I may actually be sick, which I never get sick. That was my first time getting COVID. So, in fact, I don't get sick ever, so I've never even been tested for COVID until the other day, and I was like, oh, geez, this feels a lot like the flu. I've had the flu once in my life, and it punched me in the freaking nuts like this did, and I was like, okay, this feels like the flu. Maybe it is COVID. Pop positive for COVID, and I'm like, okay, great. I either live or die. I think my amazing immune system. My immune system has always been really amazing, but I think it's just down because I've been laying on my ass for 3 months. I've been laying on my ass, so I'm sure that it had a real negative effect on my immune system. Not being able to move my body, not being outside, not coming and going, and not having. Well, it's had a real negative mental effect on me laying in bed too. Not just the physical, but the mental. So I'm sure all those things combined to just really screw my immune system up. And here I go. So there's that shitty weekend. I did get up and film me walking around Friday and Saturday. You'll see that, and I'm going to put something together here so you can understand what's going on here. And I've got some zoom in shots, and yeah, this is a powerful moment. The first few trips down that bar, I mean, I really got to the point where it's just like, wow, this is just blowing my mind. And I mean, I just stood there for a second, trying to catch my breath and draw it all in. But yeah, this is the first uneasy steps. They had to teach me how to walk again because my knee, I really want to stick it up there so you can see it, but my knee has been bent like this. Constricture. My, let's call it like that. And it's supposed to be like that. And what they were trying to do instead, you may have already seen it. Yeah, I can't remember this girl's name. She's awesome. But she's basically trying to walk me through how to keep my leg straight and straighten it out even more as I'm moving the pressure over the top of it. Trying to keep me, and they're doing all kinds of things because my brain is just not, My brain doesn't work the way it used to, and it's never worked that great, so it's not like a huge loss. But I do have some additional deficit from this last crash, just because the info it goes in, it just doesn't process, and I hear the words, and it just bounces around in there. I don't know what the hell happens to it, but funny thing was, I think the first time I came in there, I think I made the comment is like, I'm not as dumb as I look, which I've said my whole life, but now I'm starting to think maybe I am. Maybe I am as dumb as I look. But yeah. Uh, but you can see I am walking, and it only looks weird because I don't know how to walk on that right leg. I've not only have I've forgotten how, but it's a new leg. It's not like the old one. It squishes down about a half inch to an inch as I so the silicone stuff, the liner, that's part of it. There's two other. So this stuff is pretty stretchy. So you can see it stretches. And then my leg goes down in here, and as I put my 300 pounds, or in this case, well, if I'm walking on it, I've got pretty much 300 pounds on one leg. So think 300 pounds going down in this liner, and this thing is somewhat stuck to the sides. So this is what it looks on the outside. So it kind of feels like skin, like a rubbery skin on the inside. And my leg is in this stump. This thing rolls up over my leg or my knee, and my leg is going in here and gripping the side, unless it's really sweaty, and then it just slips right through. And this thing is bouncing up and down inside that other liner inside the socket. So actually, there's 1, 2, 3 layers before I get to the socket. So there's 3 layers. Uh, before I get to solid ground, which is the socket. Carbon fiber. It's fancy, man. I really like my leg. I just wished I was able to use it. I have not been able to use it for most of the weekend, or at least not the way I wanted to. I wanted to put it on before the show, and but I figured it would be hard for me not to. Well, I guess I could have more easily kicked that up in the air, but anyway. um, yeah. Hopefully, after this is done, I'll be hopefully I'll be able to walk again tomorrow. Maybe a little bit this evening. I've got a lot more energy, I feel like, right now than I had. Ooh, I've got a logo on here. Let me get that thing out of the way. I got this off of somebody's YouTube thing. I just thought it was really cool, and it's a background, so it's fair use, right? Um, that's really all I got as far as the update. Let me catch up on some of these chats here, see what y'all are saying. Uh, Guy from England who lost his left leg above the knee. He still drag races several bikes with an electric shifter added. Yeah, there's lots of guys out there riding with all kinds of fancy. I've got several videos on guys that handicap, missing limbs. I've always been fascinated by those people, so I've got several. I need to go out there and collect all those videos and put them into a playlist so everybody can go, hey, look, Don really is fascinated with handicapped people. Now, I wonder if he's going to be fascinated now that I'm still fascinated. Well, not just that, I'm going to be much more interested in the technology. I've always been fascinated in the technology too. And it's not that big of a deal. Everybody's like, oh, we got to figure out how you're going to do. Yeah. I mean, there's 2 or 3 ways to fix up a bike to be able to ride it. Oh, family's back home from the pool. KTM. It's good to see you, Don. Keep going. did the tail last Friday. You were in our thoughts. Yeah, man. Don't get too nice, man. Your brutal honesty is one of my favorite qualities. You're one of the few, brother. You're one of the few people that love my brutal honesty. Yeah, I can count y'all on two hands. ATMs seem to have a lot of reliability problems. I will stick to Japanese bikes. They're reliable as a stone. Amphetamine. Amphetamine, yeah, pseudoephedrine. That's it. That's the stuff. That's diet pills. Ephedrine is the base chemical. That's the one they use in both. Sudafed is the stuff that's over the counter for your sinuses. Works great for mine, but I just assume get my doctor to write me one for the hardcore stuff. I don't know, maybe that's got some ephedrine in here too. Don't go trash talking about Crutchy. Who's trash talking? Future's wide open, man. Maybe see a four-wheel truck, sand rail, who knows? Craigslist awakes. Yeah, I think it's too early to be talking about four-wheel vehicles. Chris. Mom can tell when you're fibbing. I don't know. I got away with it my entire childhood. She never knew when I was spinning a yarn. He's going to be back on a motorcycle sooner than later. Thank you, Luke. Hi, Mom. I think I have COVID right now. I may have given it to you over the interwebs there, Stanley. Drinking the fluids, Don. Lemon water. Ah, if I had some lemons. Did she say she is growing bananas? Yeah, my mom lives with my brother in Hawaii, on the big island of Hawaii. He's got a nice little farm there. And that's all he does, buddy. That's all he does. And he doesn't make money from it. He's just obsessed with moving lava around. He lives on the volcano, bottom of the volcano in Puna. But all he does is move lava rocks around, build places to fill in with dirt that he goes to acquire. It's a great story. I've shot a lot of video that I haven't put up because most people don't want to know anything about Hawaii. Pisses them off even. I'm kind of shocked. I don't know why. I have some suspicions, but who knows? Where, God, I got lost. Sorry. Yeah, she lives on the Big Island with my brother. Mom's like to visit too. How old is Mom? Mom is in her 80s, mid 80s. 80. 81, 82. Why is the video fucked? I don't know. I don't know what. Oh, you're talking about my hat? Your new leg. Yeah, the video is flipped just because I flipped it. Because all the action is over on that side. That's why it's flipped. Cute medical aids helping the old man cross the street. That's funny. Just remember, everyone with the prosthesis eventually learns to walk again. Think of those that ride. Get motivated, Moto. It takes more than motivation. It takes energy, and I have none. I have no energy. That's why I haven't walked in the last couple of days. It sounds like I'm making excuses, but I am juiced, man. I am zapped. I didn't do anything. The times I got out of bed yesterday were to go get some food, get some water, take a shit. And that's it, man. I was juiced. And I don't get juiced like that ever. I could see running a marathon juicing you like that, but I don't typically participate in activities that make me bedridden. New leg needs some moto stickers. I don't think they'll fit on there. Well, yeah, they'll fit up here. Down. They'll fit down at the bottom yeah, that's exactly where they're going. I gotta get some of my buddy stickers on there too, because it's it's a motorcycle leg. Congrats on the new toy, your leg. Thanks, Arizona Jake. Will the next bike you ride have link brakes or ABS? Neither. it will be highly modified. I'll guarantee you that. It will be highly modified. No, I hate link brakes. I think it seemed like I heard something recently that they outlawed linked braking. I thought that when I heard about it, I thought that's the dumbest idea I have ever heard. Some engineer has devised an 80-30 braking system that's perfect for every rider. And I'm like, I will never buy a motorcycle that has linked brakes. And then about the same time, I started seeing a bunch of ABS failures. And I was okay with ABS because I can see that being a really good tool for new riders. And, anybody that encounters some really slick terrain, maybe. It was never anything that I was really interested in, although I've got ABS on 3 bikes. The 3 bikes I have now, they all have ABS. And as long as it doesn't bother me, it doesn't, like the downhills, that's always been my beef with ABS, especially on like dual sports, off-road vehicles. I don't want some German engineer telling me when my brakes are going to lock up or not. I want to be able to lock up, especially my rear. I want to be able to lock up my rear brake when I want it to. And to have some Hans over in Europe going, oh, you're going to need to. No, fuck you, Hans. And I don't want to have to turn the damn thing off all the time. And remember, hey, I'm riding in dirt today. Anyway, it's just a pain in the ass. Link braking is, from what I remember, somebody outlawed it. And maybe it's Europe I'm thinking about. Somebody outlawed link braking because it's a dumb idea. You're too stupid to know when to use your rear brake. So we're going to tell you when to use your rear brake. Well, let's just take the damn brakes off the rear. If that's what you're going to, take the brakes. I mean, they're really not that useful compared to front brakes. I used to hang out with a bunch of guys, chopper guys, and they would disconnect the front brakes because they were into the cool, they were into the look of their motorcycle, and that those cables were just not cool. And they spent all their time sliding at red lights and stop signs because that's the only way they could stop. They just hammer on the rear brake. So I guess they got really good at stopping with their rear-only brakes, which I guess if you disconnect the front brakes, the geometry of your bike is not going to change unless your rear brakes are applied. So they're really kind of stopping like this, right? Instead of doing what everybody else is doing, is putting a lot of pressure on that front, and the bike standing up and losing traction. So you lock up the rear brakes much easier. Maybe that's why they put it on there for stupid chopper guys. I love those guys. I just think that's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Yeah, I want to look cool, so I'm going to disable the most important safety device on the bike. I'm going to disable the most important safety device on the bike. Why don't I just live on the edge and do engine braking, man? Just to disconnect all the brakes and show how hardcore and cool you are. Yeah, they were kids, man. What the hell do they know? They're grown now. Well, the next bike, what's up? Congratulations on the new leg. Thanks, Johnny. No ABS off-road. Kickstarting a 2-stroke in no time. That would be nice. I could probably kickstart a 2-stroke today. That's not that big of a deal. Oh, and here's a bonus. If my foot comes off the kicker and it comes back up and smashes into my shin, I don't even feel it. How about that? That's one reason I hated kickstarting old bikes. Because every once in a while, your foot went down too far and that thing went up and smacked back into your shin. Oh, man. I think I've got some scars. Right on the brakes I hate. The linked ABS also, but no AD bike. I think has them. I did find out how to turn my ABS off. Yeah, that's good. If you're gonna ride any motorcycle with ABS, you're gonna ride it off road, you need to learn how to turn the damn things off. That is, if you actually know how to ride your motorcycle. You might be in more danger if you're a new rider and you turn your ABS off. That's the other thing that I've learned is people have become dependent on their ABS. They can't feel their bike. Their computer is doing all the braking for them, so they've become dependent on it. Good riders, I've seen good riders forget how to brake because, they get to the point where like, well, I can squeeze the shit out of it now. I ain't got no problems. Just squeeze the shit out of it in the corners, you know, and uh and then when the ABS takes a shit, so do you. So anyway, we're getting way off topic. I just want to give you an update. I want to get back on and do a live since I didn't do one last night. I just died. I couldn't even sit up for an hour. So unless I got any more questions or comments, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Stefano from Alberta, what's up, man? You could have a kickstart backfire and launch your leg across the yard. Yeah, no, probably not. My leg is pretty much attached. Did y'all see the video? Somebody sent me a video. I've seen it twice now. Somebody sent me a video of a guy riding down. He's like a CBR or something, riding down the interstate. He's got a helmet on his. He's got a camera on his helmet. He's like, "Oh shit!" Looks back, and his leg's bouncing down the highway. He's got a what do you call it? Pin lock. He had a pin lock, and his pin lock failed. So basically, instead of all this rubber shrapnel suction thing that I've got holding my leg on, he had like a pin that goes in and locks in. Well, his pin lock failed. His leg came off. So dude man pulls over to the side on the inside of the interstate. Bump, 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 bump. I don't know, half a mile back. And by this time, his leg is getting kicked off onto the other side of the interstate. He's bump, 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 bump. It's like, how the fuck do you think you're going to get across that string of traffic? And he just bump, 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 bump. Grabs his leg, bump, 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 bump. I think it cut out then. So I'm thinking somebody must have stopped and said, hey, man, let me give you a lift back to your bike. Hey, thanks. I would not be able to do that. I used to be able to hop on one leg. I don't think I can do that anymore. It's been about a decade since I've done anything like that. Maybe if I lost some weight. You need to get a nice Kydex ankle holster for your leg. Yeah. I've been thinking about some way to mount pistol just for funsies. See that. Locally drives with 2 inverted blade type prosthetics. Yeah, I haven't even started searching through all the new hottest latest models. I've just kind of been struggling trying to do my daily routine, get a video out once or twice a week, which I haven't been able to do. But I struggle with that damn Forrest Gump video. That was a minute long. It took me 2 freaking hours to make that. Oh. All right, folks. That's it. Thanks for hanging out. See y'all next time. Maybe sooner than